I trust that others will replicate this model in other sectors, while always, of course, respecting the free choices and academic development of our young people. Let me stress that these reforms will be felt right across the country. And since last year, we have been working to make sure that every constituency has, at the very least, a fully equipped technical college. We have already built the first 60, and the batch of 70 colleges that I mentioned earlier will be complete by this time next year. In the past, not every Kenyan had access to these opportunities, but it is time to leave that past firmly behind us as we move forward. Equally important, and we have had other initiatives aimed at empowering our youth. The Youth Fund, for example, has extended financial support to many young Kenyans to start their own small businesses. And as we promised, we have established an Uwezo Fund, which also gives loans to young men and women and builds the skills they need to become self-reliant and productive. It is sometimes worrying to hear that these smaller enterprises do not scale up or that they do not contribute much to the economy. And I believe this is a great misunderstanding, because it is these small enterprises that are amongst the most creative of our economy, precisely because they are smaller and newer, and the cost of trying out new ideas are lower for them. We have already seen a number grow into much bigger concerns, and even when they do not scale up, the skills, the practices, and the habits they teach are invaluable for the development, for their development down the road. The fact of the matter is that I believe that the future, and not just the future, the present of our nation is in the hands of our youth. We're also at a very interesting place, because where we are today and the building that is just to the side of us has also got a bit of history, which I believe can encourage the young people here. Because some half a century ago, a Kenyan who was also not much older than you was engaged to design the building that is to the side of us here. And this was one David Mutiso, who had graduated in 1960 and was a man who was struggling to establish himself. And he was commissioned, amongst others, to design this KICC building here. And they got down to work, and this building was eventually opened in 1973. This building is the symbol of Nairobi, and in many ways it is also a symbol of Kenya, but it is the work of a young man, just like you, who are here in front of us today. And the question and the challenge before each and every one of you here is to say, 50 years down the road, what is it that you will have done that will leave a mark like David Mutiso left, that we still remember today? That should be your challenge. That should be your focus. That should be where you are looking to go. And we are supposed to be here to help you achieve that dream, that vision, and that ability. Indeed, as you rise to that challenge, I want to once again say that you can be sure that my government will be with you every step of the way. In fact, just yesterday, when we were in cabinet, I clearly stated that we must prioritize the payments through the AGPO program to our young people, to our women, to persons with disabilities, because we don't want to discourage them. We had that 30% procurement safeguarded for men, for our youth, women, and persons with disabilities, so that we can encourage our young people to do business. It is wrong, therefore, for government to delay payments to these people, because by delaying, you are discouraging them, you are ruining their ability to advance. So I expect all ministries and parastatals who owe these young people money, you must pay them so that they can continue with their work and life. Success and congratulations. Pongezi kwa kila moja wenu.